Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor, and the podcast for Webtalk Legends host. I want to make sure those that are tuning in tonight, wherever you are in the world, drop a like, drop a comment where you're watching from. Sit back, have your coffee or wine, your liquor, whatever you're into, and learn something in the next 30 minutes. We're going to go down a path. You're going to hear someone, my guest, she's going to share her story. I'm going to go back and forth, and this is going to be a good one, guys. You're going to definitely have your seatbelt on, ready to rock and roll. Let me bring on Heather the Hurricane. What's going on, Heather?
Seatbelt, you better get that. That's right. Make it tight.
How are you?
Great. Doing great.
This is going to be a lot of fun because we've done some collaborations in the past.
Yes.
More on the business side. And now we're going to get a little personal. We're going to go down business, talk about real estate. Let's go into it. When you go into a networking function or someone or how do you introduce yourself to others?
Heather the Hurricane. I did it all last night. I was a sponsor of the Everything Bergen. Actually, it's a wonderful program. Melissa that runs it. I met her because she wrote articles about me in BC Real Producers. So I've had articles written about my work, Heather the Hurricane, coming up. They wrote another article about me, how I was like up and coming, someone to look at. They wrote another article about me, about all my charity work. And so that's how I met Melissa. And last night there was something called Everything Bergen at Stern and Bow. I was a sponsor, and I always like to keep myself very different. As my sponsorship, what I gave away was a USB drive that was branded. And when you plug it in, you have my commercial. I do have a commercial, Heather the Hurricane, with the hurricane in it. You should play it. Only 30 seconds. Try to get it in.
We should try to get that. Yeah.
It's on my YouTube. Find it. It's really good.
Now.
And the whole night that was what I gave. And, I thought it was something different. I always like to be different and stand out. So important in what I do. And everyone that I went up to was like, Heather the Hurricane, I'm here for all your real estate. Every person, I hope I got just about everyone. I mean, it was a lot of people, but yes, networking is where it's at. I also just did the 5K run in Oradell, in my town where I live. I had a table and I teamed up with local retailers, realtor are. And I gave away things that I teamed up with the stores. So like I gave away Yeezys from the new sneaker store in town. And I'm going to be interviewing that guy on my YouTube channel. So getting to know my neighborhood. I also interviewed a chef on my YouTube channel. And I had a prize wheel giving away things from local not realtors, retailers. Yes. So networking, do it all day, every day. I'm also president of Fair Loan the Tip chapter.
How the hell do you get these things done, man? You are the Hurricane, right? How did that come about?
Now,
tell us.
You just said it. Like it just is. I've been told that my whole life.
How do you keep everything straight, though? How do you keep everything straight?
I gotta say,
what's the secret?
Well, I believe in putting things on your Google Calendar. Got to get everything organized. But I have an awesome support system too. My husband, people have said we're like a fine oiled machine. You do one thing while I do the other. Like he does the COs and the signs while I do. We are a team. It helps me so much. But I was just made this way. Like people like, are you on drugs? Or how many coffees did you have? I'm like, no, because I do stand-up comedy too. And I actually did a whole thing about people think I'm no, I wake up just like this.
You don't need coffee. I remember
iced coffee. I carry it. It's almost like a prop. I'll sip one iced coffee for like 3 days.
I remember we did an event too. We did an online comedy show that we were able to do a couple years ago. We did during COVID actually. And that was a fun thing to change it up because what we were going through, no one's doing anything. And we had that. That was a great time.
We should bring that back.
Definitely should have that.
I actually ran a comedy. I don't know if you could see it behind me.
The Meet the Comedians. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. You have Jeff Greenberg on there too.
Yeah, he helped me run it.
Yeah,
I was the MC. He helped me get all our comedians. and we had lenders sponsor it. It was at Biagio's, and it was an awesome event. I was the MC. Again, more networking, more just getting it out there, hurricaning it up.
We have a lot of people popping in. I want to say hello. We have teacher Tim. He's down in Thailand. We have Deanna. We have from Puerto Rico. We have Scott Gerard from Australia. Party time. The Hurricane Heather.
How I just cut my hair.
And guys, Heather always had long hair. If you looked at I think the image we used for the thumbnail, you had longer hair. What made you cut your hair?
I actually just did it yesterday.
Looks great. What made you change? Change is difficult for a lot of people, right?
Not even my friend just said to me, she's like, you say you're going to do something and you do it. She's like, I'm just like, oh, maybe I should. No, I'm a man of my word. I always said that. And I just had my daughter's bat mitzvah, which was insane. I know you saw the pictures. Like I had articles written about it. It was a Spider-Man themed bat mitzvah for a girl. How damn cool is that? And so my hair was very, very long for that. And my plan was very long for that. And right afterwards, I'm going to chop it straight, a whole new look. And it was fresh for all the events. I had tons of events this week. I have you. And it just worked out like perfect new start.
That's
still
fantastic.
The hurricane, but like new and improved.
Now, everyone could feel the energy. You have the fire. You're passionate about your business. And you've only been in business for 5 years, right?
I'm in year 5. And
now,
go ahead. I've been in sales. Okay, so I was VP of sales at Go Gorilla Media for over 20 years. I've been in sales my whole life, and fashion is my background. And I got my license before COVID. A lot of people got it during COVID. You keep hearing I got it right before. Because I'm like, I can't believe I don't have it. I'm an excellent salesperson. And I was still doing the real estate and the media. Then with COVID, media was here. Both were really good, but with COVID, media went here, real estate went here. Eventually, after 22 years of VP of sales of Go, selling all these great guerrilla marketing tactics all over the country, the owner of my company was like, I'm going to tell you something. Just go do real estate. You're going to thank me. And now all that marketing that I did all those years just brought me to this level. And I've done so more in 5 years. Oh my God, let me shut that off. Sorry. It's insane how much I've sold, how many awards I've won. Like I said, articles written about me, built so many relationships, got so many people, homeowners that never thought they would be sold homes, renters that made people's dreams come true. So many in such a short amount of time. And I still don't think it's good enough. I think that's why I am successful, because it doesn't matter how much I do. I'm like, it's not good enough. So I think that's what keeps me pushing.
You're not becoming complacent. You're not like happy with your volume. You want more, right? Yes,
I want to double, triple. I'm always thinking of ways to do that.
Now, if you got the double or triple in volume, what is it looking like for your business when you're at that level? Are you in the business still? Are you running it on autopilot with team? Think about that and let us know what you're feeling right now. It's so interesting because so many people have said to me, now is the time for a team. That's how you get to the next level. And I'm just like, not necessarily, I did have I have two Spanish agents that were helping me out with the Spanish community. So that is a great tie-in. Mm-hmm. But for me, getting us all set up, Pam is my marketing person. And that for me, some people have a transaction coordinator that helps take away that time. Personally, she helps me so that I can focus on what I need to do, because she's constantly working on my marketing, which is so important. But if I tried to do that, I couldn't do what I need to do. So that, even though we brainstorm together, so that kind of helps me. But eventually, yeah, I've looked into it, but right now I just want to focus on trying new things. The other thing is I realized recently that Remax offers so many tools that I wasn't taking advantage of properly. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Vulcan 7, different apps I just downloaded that. So there are so many things every single day that I can grow my business, and it's right at my fingertips. Now, can you give us a day in the life of Heather the Hurricane on a Monday or Tuesday, what that day looks like compared to on a Saturday, what it looks like?
I work every day. But Tuesday mornings, the one
Do you
thing
have a routine or anything that you do every morning?
I mean, it's different every day, except Tuesday is, like I said, as president of our Fairlawn Latip chapter. So that's 7:45 a.m. every Tuesday. And actually, we're having a happy hour next week. You should come. I'm going to post it on your. Did you post it?
I definitely have to check that out.
Okay. So that we do quarterly, even though we're always bringing guests in, but quarterly is the happy hour, or I host a holiday party, always doing something different and unique and exciting. Cookies with every member's face on it. Like to keep it fresh and fun. Wait, what was the question?
Like how does your day look like?
Oh, my day.
During the day, like during the early in the week, and then compared to the weekend.
Right. So that's the thing that's always set. But besides that, it really isn't. The life of a realtor is different every single day. I have a closing. I may start off one day with phone calls. Another one, I'm doing showings. That's what I love about this. I can't even predict it. I could put a schedule together and say, and my showings especially, I try to schedule phone calls. I'm trying to be better at that. You're always learning and growing.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to be always reacting to calls. You want to be
proactive.
Jose. That's why I always say use a Calendly, so that when you have, you send that to somebody, hey, instead of you answering the phone all the time, you send them a text, hey, go to my Calendly and find a slot. And then they call, you get a message that you have a appointment set up. So you have it controlled more, so that you don't have to be like, going nuts.
I'm going nuts. I'm always trying to do, like this Sunday, I'm interviewing that local retailer for my YouTube channel. If I didn't have that, I would do an open house. Every day is different. I'm always trying to do some sort of action to grow my business, to help my business. It's very important to stay in touch with every single client I've ever done a deal with. They all get gifts. I just recently sent, and every agent I've ever done a deal with. I have a deal working right now. She just wants to work with me. Like, it really helps. Relationships are on every end of the business. But most recently, what I think was, like I said, it's so important to keep in touch with every person you've ever rented, sold, whatever it is, bought. I recently sent them, this anchor program that the state is offering, where you're getting money back if you either rented or owned a home in 2019. Mm-hmm. I thought that, like, how great is this if I could put this information that's useful, the hurricane could be, and put it in front of them. So I sent that to every client. They were so appreciative. So it's like these kinds of things where I could bring value to my clients is important to me. And I found out about that from the accountant in my Latip group. Again, all back to networking. I wouldn't have even known about it had we not discussed it at a meeting. And I said, well, now my clients need to know. So what I learn, I like to share with my clients. And that's how I stay different and right on.
That's huge. And a lot of people, if they don't know what Latip is or BNI or just a networking group, you said something important there. Like, you took the information from someone in your group and then you shared it with someone else because you actually listened. A lot of people don't do that. They go into meetings, they go into a networking event, and they have this one-track mind that they're going to only pitch their stuff, right, and not listen to anyone else. And that's where it goes down for them, because they won't be able to have that value that they gain from other people and then share it out. That's the powerful thing. So
priceless.
I appreciate that. Now, you're go. What do you do for downtime? And don't say you don't have downtime. Like, what do you do? Yeah. What's for fun for Heather and your husband, etc.?
We try to go to like the local Lido, like this fun little place, old fashioned jukebox place, or sushi. We love, how we try to, all get together and do stuff as a family.
It's totally something that everyone wants to.
But here's the thing:
make a lot of money, right? But they now sacrifice their time.
And I'm a cheer mom, and I do all of it. I always did. I'm a Girl Scout leader, all of it. But the thing is, like, and I'm always going to events and all kinds of fun stuff. I have wonderful friends. We celebrate each other's birthdays. I'm very blessed. But like, I cannot enjoy myself until I know, like, all my work is done before I leave. Like, to the minute of, like, it's supposed to be somewhere at 7:30. I'd rather come a little late and know that my work, like I feel like I got out my work, I got back to people. That's so important. Than be out stressed. So
right.
I mean,
How do you deal with your stress? I know you said you did a 5K. Are you very active and trying to be on
no,
that
I had a table at the 5K. That's where I had the table set up with the community. I was also at Oradell Day.
Yep.
Very important to me to be part of the community.
Oh, yeah. Because that's where you're going to have those roots and you're going to have those retailers you can go to, interview them, give value, and then you're helping others.
Yes.
And that's a good mindset to have so that you continue to grow like you shared before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And with what were you going to say?
No, because we were saying before about like my numbers, like, you know, they've been, thank God, very good. But, you know, I've done a lot of sales and lots of units and all that good stuff and won awards and everything. But it's like I said, I'm still looking to triple. Like, I just want to keep going.
Now, with your YouTube channel, tell us about it. What is your focus? What are you looking to do with that?
So I have to get it more organized. It's there. And I do a lot of pop-up videos. Like I'll be at an inspection, like, hey guys, it's Heather the Hurricane here. I'm at an inspection with my clients. I'm with them every step of the way. And I explain that. I'll be at an appraisal. Hi guys, I'm at an appraisal. You know, explain what it is that the bank needs to, you know, the house needs to appraise for the bank to give the loan.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of those. Like I said, my commercial that was on TV. You have to show. Oh, I don't know. Maybe afterwards you could play it when you.
Yeah, we'll drop it in the comments for sure.
Okay.
Now, the power with the video.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Is all about the value, right? It's all you're just stating and you're educating, and that's what helps other people. You're not just selling and pitching. You're just teaching.
I want to educate. Right. So that's what I want to organize my YouTube channel better. Actually, I was just saying to Pam, we need to have informational videos. Like I said, I interviewed that chef. Tony from our town. That was an awesome interview. I was like, who are you doing next? And it's been a while. So that's the sneaker guy that I'm doing next that just opened in town. I haven't done it yet, but that'll be under interviews. So I got to organize it better, but that's what I'm, you know, informational, meet the people, this, my commercial, this kind of thing. Articles that, you know, and then the press, I think that's all on my website. All this is on my website. Mm-hmm. I have a link to all the press that's been covered on me. I'm on every social media, TikTok, tip, all of it, LinkedIn, you know, all of it. And actually, I'm trying to get my Heather the Hurricane business page to 5,000 likes. I'm at 5,000 on LinkedIn. I'm at 9 and change on my Heather the Hurricane. So when I get to 1,000, I'm offering a $75 gift card for the person that it is the 1,000th person, the gift card of their choice. So spread that around, brother. Maybe you can help me get it. It'll be you.
Hey, there's people here watching. There's going to be tons on the replay too. Definitely going to have that. We'll drop that in the comments so that maybe they become the 1,000th, you know, member of your group or your business page. That would be awesome to have. And Heather doesn't just like do one. It's a huge event. She likes to put off, right?
Yes.
It's not just like, oh, here's your little gift card. No, you want to have some fun. You're going to meet people. You could feel it. Let's talk about the comedy. Has it been something you love doing since way back, since high school? Tell us about that.
People just always said, I just say things that are fun. I'm more like, I feel like I'm witty. Like I'll just be talking and actually it all comes to where I feel like it brought me to sales because I'll just get on the phone and talk to a person like they're my friend. Mm-hmm. I said to a client today, you become my family. Like I do not give a car salesman pitch. And I think that's where it came from. Like things that I would just say were just humorous because like I could just think that, you know what I mean? Like that Seinfeld brain. It just, it's always been there. I always knew it. I've done acting in the past. My kids are in the business. Always been there. And then the stand-up comedy thing, I guess I'm just going to do it. And I took a class with some famous comedians, Corey, what's her name? Whatever, I can't remember. But it was really good. It was a couple of years ago when I was at Caroline's and a couple Levity Live, a couple of others. That was when I did that class. And you could find those online as well. And that is when it really took off, and I was really excited about it, and did some charity events and all that good stuff. And then I'll bring it back for different things when it was a break during COVID. I've been at dinner and a show at Andiamo in, I think that's the name of it, in Haworth right here.
Okay.
So bring it back. And then you had me on. Then I did a temple show had me on. This was great. I loved organizing this with my fellow realtors. So I bring it back more, I think, project by project basis.
It's something that a lot of people, I try to come on the show to be a guest, be in front of the camera. But you just said being on a stage, we have the light on with your audience. Tell us about that. How is that the first show you did? How was that? How did that feel? And did you really crush it, or something happened?
No, I was good. I bombed one time. Further on, I don't know what happened, because I'm more scripted. And I think I started to try to interact. I don't do it often enough. But besides that, I always had a good show. But I'm always on. Like these videos that I'm talking, these pop-up videos, I'll give, like I said, I'll be with an inspector. I'll be like, here, take my camera, film me. And they're like, you just did that really well, because I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to explain, get on the camera. Like you'll see, like I said, with my commercial, it was very, I just get on and I'm good. I'm good to go. I'm ready to tell you about this house that I'm about to list. It just comes naturally to me. So I try to do them. I have to get back. I have to do more. It's never enough.
It's something that it gives you your personal brand. You mentioned before Remax, but nobody cares about the company you work for. They buy from you.
Well, it's interesting.
The more you put out there it's very important that
I have Heather the Hurricane. I have a logo, Heather the Hurricane. It's really cool. And I've been branding that. But most recently, Pam and I put a logo together with the Remax name too, because like I said, yes, Heather the Hurricane. But I also love the fact that I have a big, I know it helped me. I'm sure when I made my phone calls that I'm, Heather from Remax, but now I say Heather the Hurricane from Remax. Having that brand behind me is a good thing. So I've been trying to use it more, because I got so into Heather the Hurricane. We're like, me and Pam and I are always thinking of ways to keep it fresh. We're like, let's get the Remax. And so my new logo has it in it. So it's interesting that you say that. We don't want to forget our roots, that we have that awesome company behind us. But I also want people to know, branding me, Heather the Hurricane, that's who you're getting.
Exactly.
With them backing me, which is a wonderful combination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, you go out to eat a lot, or do you cook at home a lot?
My husband cooks.
So you're sitting there, you have your own chef at your beck and call.
He's amazing.
What do you like to eat?
I don't know. I can't focus. I like sushi. I don't know. I'll pick.
Just like when I asked my wife, what do you want for dinner? And she's like, I don't know. And then I give an idea, and she's like, no, I don't want that. I'm like, give another idea. No, I don't want that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then you pick, let's just do this. Are you like that? Or you just kind of go with the flow?
No, I never go with the flow on everything. I'm pretty opinionated. It always seems to work out.
Are you taking some time away as far as vacation, travel? When's the last time you traveled?
Well, we didn't. I thought it was so cool during spring break. We took the kids to New Orleans. Like everyone else is going to Disney, and we're just like, we rather go somewhere that's a little different and give the kids a little culture. And it was really cool, really cool. But the thing is, like over the summer, we do little trips because I can't be disconnected for that. So a lot of little trips is better for me.
Right.
When we did a 10-day cruise, that was tough. Even though it was amazing, I was still on the Wi-Fi.
Even on the cruise,
I get very nervous if I'm not connected. Very nervous.
No, I get it. Some people,
like right now, I'm like twitching. I have offers to write.
How has it been as far as the market has shifted and people in other countries? How has the real estate been in other countries? If you're watching, drop a comment, because I know in New Jersey it's
let me tell
crazy,
you,
right?
You hit it right on. It shifted within like a day. I'm not even kidding. 1 minute, people are paying $100,000 over asking, bidding wars. Next thing you know, prices are like next day prices are dropping. Like it was so like, yes, we expected a change, but not overnight. That's literally how it felt.
And
you
then the
know?
interest rates went up. You're in the
Mhm.
sevens, I guess, the last time I've heard, and that has taken some
That
buyers
affects
out. But it's just
everything.
adjusting. I think it's a lot of
Yes,
it's adjusting, right?
always, always. Even when I was in advertising, I always remember Alan, the owner of our company, is like, we still did what we had competitors going out of business after the internet boom, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything was up, then down. We had competitors going out of business. We still were doing great business because we adapted. That's the key. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Like, you let the sellers know now. During the time when things were so crazy and hot, sellers probably thought they didn't need, what do I need an agent for? Now more than ever, you do.
Right.
You do. You need us to help you.
I mean, yeah,
So,
the writing
there's a lot of ways.
contracts, right? A contract. Not everybody knows how to write a contract, what should go into it, deposits, and all that.
Oh my
You
God.
need somebody in your corner. That's
It is so important. Like what I do on I can't even tell you how many things I'm telling, and I deal with so many crazy situations, but I bring it to the closing table. It is blood, sweat, and tears. It really is to get from A to the closing table. But a lot of my deals, they're difficult. But I want to see my client in that house. So I do whatever, I hurricane around and do whatever it takes to get them there.
You definitely have to, think of the situation, see how it can, work. And there might be other
You have
people
to
you
think
have to
outside the
connect
box.
outside the box, because there's always a way. If you just think about it, there's
Yes.
a different
It
way
is,
of, maybe they're not qualified for a mortgage. Maybe you have to have somebody come onto it to help
there's
them as
always a
far as,
way.
right.
Tonight, I thought of, a client was hesitating about putting an offer in. I got my contractor involved so that they could get an idea of what kind of work they need to get done. And now he feels better about the offer, going in at where he where I know we can make this deal happen, that kind of thing. Always thinking of ways to bring it to the closing table.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. Problem solve.
And that's what everyone has to do.
We're like the orchid, we oversee, we do everything, we're there for like the Barts, they tell us we're there. We're the face of everything. We get that lawyer, but we are the ones dealing with every single piece of it till the very end.
Yeah, you got a quarterback. You're quarterbacking the team. You got to make sure
Yeah.
that everyone.
My son plays football.
We got teacher Tim's talking about his wife is selling some real estate in Thailand.
Oh, can she refer me? Can I be her Jersey girl? If I have a Thailand lead, it's all yours, baby.
That is it. We have New Zealand tuned in.
Perfect. Same.
So it's definitely.
That's the other thing. Referrals are so, like people, why talk to somebody not in my state? Why? I went to, I just ran my 30th high school unit, another thing I did in the city. And the Long Island guy that I kept in touch with, I grew up in I was in Long Island when I went to high school. And so he sees what I'm doing and gives me any Jersey leads, and I'll give him any Long Island. A gal I knew from high school is in Westchester now, and she gave me a New Jersey referral, and that closed, and she was so happy. And I know if anything is in that area, I'm going to give it to her. So it's really, we're all in this together, and not just I said, not just New Jersey, Florida, wherever it is. If they have to come here, I just gave actually someone I worked with at Go Gorilla that moved to Texas. One of my best clients sent me a thing and said, "What about Texas?" She just wrote an offer for him today. I mean, this is how, talk about networking all over.
You have to. You have to. And it allows you to be that connection.
Yes.
And it leads
connection, perfection, whatever you call yourself.
The connection machine. Because anyone could do insurance, but if I could help you and connect you with somebody, that's why it's funny. Like people say, I have a dumpster guy, Mike Zerner. And
I need one of those.
Mike Zerner.
Can you send them to my meeting on 7:45 a.m. to come to the happy hour?
He's phenomenal.
Mike, if you're out there, we need a dumpster guy.
He's the man, because people are like, why would you need a dumpster guy? Because they take care of you. They make sure they're on time. They make sure they get. I had some demo done in my house. The next day, he was there with a dumpster. Got rid of all my garbage. So it's all about those connections, making sure it happens. Is there any final thoughts you can share with us on real estate, on life, on comedy, what have you?
Final thoughts. Just, everything. I'm just like, I apply what I know. Literally, I jumped into this. Literally, I'm just like I said, like with my hair, my friend today was like, you say something, you do it. You just jump in. You don't hem and haw. Yeah, that's exactly what I did with real estate. Like I got my license. I knew as soon as I interviewed with Remax, I was like, oh, and I knew Becky for my broker. She's awesome. I knew her for many years with mom groups.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I walked in, I'm like, oh yeah, here's my fingerprint, whatever. Let's go. Let's do this. I started to get these leads, which were really cool. And I just jumped in. I don't know what the hell I was doing. But I started writing contract. I don't even know what I was doing, but I was just doing it. So you just get in there and you got to be in it to win it. Same thing like with my kids with the acting. I'm always like, the auditions are annoying, but you got to be in it to win it. Like you got to be in it to win it. So you get in there, you do it, you just go in head first, but learn, and you learn and grow by experiencing it. Every deal I learned something. These crazy deals. Could you imagine? The challenging deals have taught me so much. That makes me that much better of a realtor.
You sit down, you learn, and you're reflecting, and it's not going to happen again.
How did I just get out? How did we get to this situation? How did we work with this tenant? And every single thing, and even the rejections, they suck. But I learned from that too. And that's how you grow and get to double, triple, and all that.
We're manifesting it right now. Double or triple. We'll say what in the next 2 years, 3 years is the goal.
And I've been doing a lot of commercial real estate too. So if you're looking to buy, sell, rent, invest, the hurricane is your key to success. That's from my commercial. You'll play it. So anyway, all of it.
I'm going to drop that in the comments, guys. Everyone's popping in now. Wait until this uploads. Hit the replay button and make sure you see everything, the value that the hurricane gave us today. If you want to reach out to her, how do they get in contact with you? Besides connect with her on Webtalk, but what is your contact information for those that are out there?
So my website is Heather the Hurricane. It's also Heather the Hurricane Remax Realtor. My cell phone is 917-440-3767. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, HomeSnap, Zillow. Should I keep going? And it's all on my website yes. I'm on every platform.
It's so important. Connect with Heather.
Tip, all of it.
No, I appreciate you coming on tonight. I appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Till the next one, we hope that you all have a great, amazing rest of your day. Thank you.
Bye. Heather the Hurricane signing off.